So we back with another video, and today we got y'all boys with an updated jump shot video going over the best jump shots for guards, bigs, swings, all the above. So pretty much any build in the game. We're gonna be going over underrated jump shots. We're gonna be going over the best jump shots, low 3-point rating jump shots, everything you need and more, whether it's current gen or next gen related. So yeah, if you guys want more videos like this, all you gotta do is like the video. There's a lot of stuff I gotta give y'all boys, even at this point in the game. The game is in a real rough spot right now, but it is what it is. All I ask y'all boys to do to show the support, like the video, make sure to subscribe if you're new. Without further ado though, no more talking. Let's hop into it. Alright man, so I've been streaming pretty consistently. We're going live every day, consistent hours, doing all different types of content, not just 2K. Now if you messing with that, YaboiFitz on Twitch, your YaboiFitz on Kick with 3 Z's. I guess I'm just not like that. I couldn't get the regular name. But yeah, if you do want to show some support for your boy, I would appreciate it. It's really just that simple. Links in the description.
You will get caught.
Alright, next is the shot release timing. Now, when it comes to shot release timing, we thought this was a lot of different things, but literally all this is the flick of the wrist. So when it came to a lot of people when the game first came out, they were saying the jump shots this year wasn't based off the base. It's based off the releases, which is like your wrist, which is it's true. It's actually true. But the bases, it is based off, you can base it off your bases and you can base it off your releases. Now, if you base it off your releases and just watch your releases every single time, you're never going to really have that issue of like the difference in timings, because if you just look at your wrist every single time and time it based off your wrist, you'll be perfectly fine. It's gonna be different timings, but you can pretty much get a green every single time, no matter what your release is, no matter what your timing impact is, based off your release. And the way your releases can alter is your shot timing release time. You can put this to early, very early, late, or very late. But a lot of people that's mastered the release timing, like Steezo, he even did a video on this, and he uses very late. Now me, I can't do that. That's way too slow. But what you would see is just go to like the Pro-Am facility. If you're on current gen, go to your My Court, go to the Gatorade facility. If you're on next gen, go anywhere where you can test your jump shot and just keep changing the release timing, and look how slow or fast your wrist goes. If you put it on very early, it's gonna be a snap. It's gonna be a instant snap of the wrist. You put it on very late, it's gonna be going like you can literally just watch your wrist. Now, this is very odd because, like I said, if you put it on very early, it's like the snap of the wrist. But at the same time, the way you time it based off looking at your wrist is also kind of different, because you put it on very early, as soon as you see that hand get all the way back, it's gonna snap instantly forward. So as soon as you see it go all the way back, you release the button. Same thing with all these other ones, but it's like a different mesh point you gotta time it for, from what I've experienced. Now, it may not be the same for you, but I use Oscar Robertson for the majority of my releases, and it makes it very, very simple for me. Let me make sure I change that back to early, because we all know that this year there's been a very, 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 very big issue with 2K resetting your shot timing and your animation. So let me not tweak on that. Now, another recommendation I have for people that really do have an issue with like the difference of timings, if you don't want to look at your release on your build, like when you're shooting, you don't want to look at your wrist every single time, just put on your shot meter. Now, there are some shot meters better than others, so if you want the best one, in my opinion, for shooting, I would say comment. All right, so now let's get into the jump shots. So when it comes to the guards, we went over the swings first to just throw it off a little bit, but the guards is definitely the second most popular, especially when it comes to jump shots. So let's go over the guards. So the best base in the game, in my opinion, totality, has to be Stephen Curry. If it's not Kyle Kuzma, for me, has to be Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry is the best all-around base in the game. Now, one thing I have noticed, when you get up in like the 3-point rating, your jump shot gets faster. I don't know what the reason for that really is, but it definitely does speed up the jump shot. So like my 99 3-point build, especially if you're shorter, it speeds it up significantly. So Stephen Curry is my favorite one, especially on this exact build. But when it comes to other jump shots you can use, these are a lot faster on this one as well. Kyle Lowry is really good. So if you want something that's similar to like the jump shot 3 from last year, Kyle Lowry is really, really good. So shout out to chat for that one. Another good one is definitely going to be KPJ. Now this is the one I'm probably the most comfortable with when it comes to my non-sharp build. So if I'm talking about like my main like guard build, I use KPJ and Kyle Lowry because I can't even get Curry. So these are the ones I would definitely have to recommend basis wise when it comes to in this game. Now for the video purposes, we're gonna show y'all with Kyle Lowry. Now when it comes to the releases, you're gonna want to go with a Curry, Steph Curry, and you're gonna want to go with an Oscar Robertson. Now real quick, I want to show y'all some other bases because somebody on my video commented this, and I really do mess with these other bases. So you got a lot of other bases you can go with. You can go with the AI and the Trey Burks. You can go with some off-brand Curries like the Markelle Fultz. So let me show you guys that real quick because I think people be thinking I'm trolling, but it's literally Stephen Curry jump shot. The James Harden, just think about any player in NBA or NBA history that can shoot. Steve Kerr, Derrick Rose even has a good jump shot on here. The Trae Youngs, the Kyrie Irving, the Damian Lillards, the Darius Garlands. A lot of like, just think of players in the NBA that can shoot, and they're probably gonna have a good jump shot on the game. But yeah, one that's really good, that's really underrated. I think Fultz. If you didn't know, Brissett got popular because it was like an off-brand Curry, but I think Fultz is the better one. The only thing is, it's literally only on the guard, so you can't use it if you're a swing. You can't use it if you're big, but if you're swinging big, you can use the O'Shea Brissett. But I don't really like O'Shea Brissett like that. I only started using that really because of the fact that like my team. But yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can spell like know my ABCs. So hold on. Markelle Fultz. Okay, Markelle Fultz, and then you're gonna go with Oscar Robertson. Where is this? Okay, and then you're gonna go max speed, and then you're gonna blend it. You're either gonna blend it to Curry and it's gonna be 60-40, or you're gonna blend it towards Oscar and it's gonna be 60-40. I don't think going beyond that is really important. And I think this is the one I personally would go with. No matter if I'm going Markelle Fultz, no matter if I'm going Stephen Curry, no matter if I'm going Kyle Lowry, no matter if I'm going KPJ, that's the one I personally would go with, max speed animation blend. Now, if you didn't know, release speeds does matter because there's 5 of them on guards, there's 4 of them on swings, and there's 3 of them on bigs. So let's go ahead, hop into the bigs. Now, when it comes to the best jump shots for the swings, this is the most popular build, so we're gonna go over this first. So when it comes to best jump shot for swings, I think we have new ones. I think the new one was J.R. Smith. Hopefully it's on here. Yeah, J.R. Smith is now on here. So if you guys want to use J.R. Smith, I'll give y'all some good releases to go with that, but I'm not going to be giving y'all that today. Today, we're going to be going over the ones I personally would recommend and the ones I personally would use. Kyle Kuzma is the main base that I would say is my go-to. Now, I haven't really been using that lately, but if my jump shot feels off, I can go back to it and get my jump shot right back, sparking like crazy. The only reason why I don't use it as much, though, is because it changes timings. But if I get that same timing every single time, it's green bean. It's that simple. Now, when it comes to ones that I use in rotation, I would definitely have to say that's one. Torian Prince is another one. That's a really good base. When it comes to the last one that I've been using the most lately, I would have to say has to be Tobias Harrison. Shout out to whoever was in chat and told me to use it. Now, I had tested all these jump shots, but I'm going to be honest. I did not like Tobias Harris as much as I do now. I don't know what it is. Maybe with a couple packages and stuff like that. But Tobias Harris has been like my main jump shot across all my builds. So yeah, Tobias Harris is the one. Now, when it comes to other popular jump shots, LaMelo Ball, Jimmy Butler, Kobe Bryant, O'Shea Brissett, a lot of other jump shots. Just think of pretty much people that can shoot in the NBA, and they're gonna have a really good base. Now, the Stephen Curry of the swings is the Ray Allen's. Another one is the Kyle Korver. I think J.R. Smith may be in that area too, but the Ray Allen is the one I would say is the Stephen Curry of the swings. Now, when it comes to releases, the releases I've been running is Saddiq Bey. Now, in the short, I kind of tweaked on y'all. I kind of only said the Klay Thompsons, the Jason Tatums, the Larry Birds, and the Oscars. But Saddiq Bey is definitely my go-to release right now when it comes to release 1. And then my secondary release has definitely been Oscar Robinson for the majority of this year. Now, when it comes to the build or jump shot, I try to go 50. I try to go release speed max, and then I try to blend it more so I can be able to use the jump shot. So it's like 65, I think. May even go 64 so I can get it as close as possible to 60-40, but since I can't get 60-40 on this build, that's just kind of how I do it. But yeah, I most likely probably do go 65-35, but you also got to be looking at the blending to see how good it meshes together. But yeah, this is the jump shot I've been rocking with for pretty much a good percentage of the past season, and that's probably what I'm gonna be rocking with for this season as well, trying to get them mascots for this season. Alright, so last but not least is gonna be the bigs. When it comes to the best bigs in the game, or not best bigs, but best jump shots for bigs, let's go ahead and hop into it. First things first is gonna be LaMarcus Aldridge on the first page. Really good base. An underrated one is honestly Thanasis Antetokounmpo as well, but a lot of people don't really know about that, so we're gonna keep that on the low key. But Chris Bosh is one. Every single time I see somebody that's a big running this, it's green bean. Then you got like the Kevin Durant's. That's really good. Wherever it may be. Okay, Kevin Durant. Then you got like the rookies. I would say the Paolo Banchero, the Jabari Smiths are really good, but those are really more so on the fast side. But the one I would personally have to recommend is the Kevin Durant or LaMarcus Aldridge or the Chris Bosh. Now, when it comes to releases, I think you can just think of it. Just think of a big man that can shoot, and you got it. So I'm gonna say the Tim Duncans, I'm gonna say the Kevin Loves, and I'm gonna say the Dirk Nowitzki's. Kelly Olynyk is one that you can use to speed it up, but these are the ones I would personally have to recommend. I would say Tim Duncan. You can even go Tim Duncan, Kevin Love if you want it to be really smooth. I personally more so rather something smooth than anything, but if you want better attributes, I think Dirk is the one that you want to go with. So yeah, and I would blend it more so 60-40 in the direction that you want to go. I personally would go like this to have it more smooth for me, but you probably want to go more so to Dirk. I'm gonna be honest, if you want better attributes. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you guys want more videos like this, just make sure to show the support by liking and subscribing. I've been going crazy on the streams lately on the backup channel, so all you gotta do if you want to be in tune to those, just make sure to go follow me down in the description. Click those links. Make sure you follow me on Kick. Make sure you follow me on Twitch. You can join the Discord if you want to be more connected with me in all those type of situations. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. If you guys want more, make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe if you're new, make sure you go down and look at all of my backup channels and see if you mess with any of that stuff. I got a channel for pretty much anything: NBA, music, NFL. It don't matter. Just go and look and see if you like any of this stuff. Make sure you subscribe to what you like, and you ain't even gotta subscribe to nothing else. But that's gonna be pretty much it for today. If you guys want more, make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe, share this video to anybody that will help. All that good stuff out the way though. It's your boy Fitz, out the bit.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!
So I was checking my analytics. Even with 100K, we still have 80% of you guys not subscribed. I don't know what else I gotta do. Now, if you guys want to get more in touch with me, you can join the Discord. But how you watching my videos and not subscribe? Subscribe! It's that simple. Moving on into the shooting badges. Shooting badges, we got the same tiers. Let's just hop into it. Agent 3 is easily a broken, overpowered badge. Just off the fact that it's not just for off the dribbles, and a lot of these guards like to do the fades, makes it broken. But the fact that it's anytime you're just shooting off the dribble, but it's not like just fades, you can even do standstills. That has to mean something. So yeah, I'm gonna have to say that's broken. Amped is a very interesting badge. On current gen, I would say Amped is top tier. On next gen, it depends on the build. If I'm using a small guard, I think it's top tier. But if it's like one of the big guards, 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", especially 6'9", I think it's don't use. Now, I think I found the reason why my jump shot be changing so much ever since first season. I've been making more builds. First season, I was really only using my 99 6'9" build. But as the seasons went on, I tried to have more fun. I made different builds for different situations, and I don't have that 99 stamina on any of the other builds. I only have a 90. So I think that may be why my jump shot changes so much more since season 1. Where other people, I don't see having that same experience. So I think that may be why. But even still, Amped all the way since season 1, even with this stuff like that, I have not really messed with Amped. But I'm gonna have to say it's top tier because it is really important to have it on a small guard, even on next gen, and it still is very important or extremely important to have it if you're not on next gen. Current gen is one of the better shooting badges or important shooting badges. Blinders is arguably top tier with like the dribble moves people love to use on this game, but I'm gonna have to say yeah, it's top tier. All right, shooting is gonna be tough to not have too many top tier. Catch and shoot is top tier. Like if you're spot up, that's the by far most important badge. Claymore, this is a badge that's like if you're spotting up, catching and shooting, it's the best badge. But if you're like off the ball like mover and you catching and shooting, it's not gonna be good for you because the way Claymore works is the longer you sit still or spot up, the more boost you're gonna get towards that shot that you take. Clutch shooter, this is another badge that I have to say is top tier. When it comes to any point, like after 14 points in a part game, you're gonna get a significant boost to like your shooting ability. In the fourth quarter and overtime to close games, it's gonna give you a significant boost. And when it comes to free throws in the second half of games, it's gonna give you a significant boost to that type of stuff, depending on how high of a tier of clutch shooter you have. Comeback kid, this is a badge that I would say is usable. Now, if you're losing a lot, if you're a loser, you have to be down 7 though. Like even if you're a loser and you only like losing close games, it's not gonna really do much. You have to be down 7 or more for this badge to really be activating. So it's only useful in those situations, but it does give you a significant boost in those situations. But to be honest with you, yeah, it's gonna be kind of tough. So yeah, I would have to say that's usable. Corner specialist, I'm gonna say is usable because yeah, people gonna be in the corner, so there's gonna be times, but it just doesn't give you a significant boost. But it does do something, but it's just like not as big of a deal as the catch and shoots or the claymores and stuff like that. Deadeye, in my opinion, is another top tier badge. Pretty much, it's anytime somebody's closing out. I was finna say something crazy. Anytime somebody's closing out from the front, bro, that is gonna be crazy. And I just think about what I was gonna say. But yeah, anytime somebody's closing out from in front of you, coming straight from in front of you, not peripheral. Peripheral is really more so blinders. Like if they're coming out from the sides, that's gonna be more blinders. But from the front, Deadeye, that's gonna be really important. I think that's more so for spot ups, more so for like bigger guards, because I don't think big guards are really gonna be using screens as much. I think this is more so ISO players. Blinders is more so screen users. This is more so ISO players, but also blinders is more so for small guards that have those good crab dribble moves as well. But yeah, I would have to say blinders and Deadeye are both still really good badges. Green Machine, in my opinion, is arguably the best shooting badge in the game, especially since the fact that you're never gonna have to have it as a tier 3 on next gen. Current gen maybe is not as important, but definitely a still good badge. So yeah, guard up. When it comes to guard up, I'm gonna have to say guard up is guard up. I like guard up a lot. I like guard up a lot because on next gen, it's never a tier 3 badge, where blinders and Deadeye is always a tier 3 badge. But those are better badges. So guard up is only good for situations where your defender is not getting his hand up. If he's getting his hand up, it still has to be in the right situation. If they have it in the wrong situation or in the wrong spot, depending on where you are, especially for fades, it's really OP. So I think guard up is really broken for fades. But I'm gonna still put it usable because I just don't want to put too much in. Top tier, limitless range is definitely broken. Like the higher you have this, the deeper you gonna be able to shoot.